What up? Yo, let's talk about how you can buy too much equipment and have too much equipment and how to really not get caught up in all the bullshit of buying too much bullshit. So you gotta have a perspective like this. You gotta have a perspective like a college football team. You can only pick up so many 5-star recruits to put in your arsenal to the point to where if you just got 5-star recruits, first string, second string, third string, and you don't know what to do with them, that just means you don't know what to do with a 5-star recruit, because you shouldn't have that many 5-star recruits that's just not playing. Because I see now that so many people got so much gear that it's like they got a batch of 5-star recruits that are not playing. They're not playing in the game. They're third string. And that's just sad, because it's just like, yo, you think, you would be able to utilize and use every piece of gear, but you're just not. We don't live in a world of where physically, even if you had like 16, 17, 20 keyboards just set up, you're not going to use every last one of them on every song. You're just not. And you're not even going to go back to some of them, because you're going to go through different phases. And, I think you have to find one piece of medium that can pull in and give you ultimately everything and all that you want. I'm not trying to like promote or anything for any type of product or whatever, but that's why the Key 61 makes sense to me. That's the only reason why the Key 61 really makes sense to me, is that, it's got 6,000 sounds. For what I do, I don't sample, but I do other projects where I do sample. And so I still need it, and I still need to be able to sample drums. But I don't sample for my main work of art. It's me actually playing instruments. So I'm finding the instruments on the actual device. So it's not necessarily like I'm utilizing it for just sampling something in, sampling a loop, and then just putting a beat to it. I'm doing more to it than most people utilize a standard MPC for. Most people just use a standard MPC for just sampling. Let's just be real. Most people buy the Key 61, and like my man Mood Swing Music said, yeah, they buy the Key 61 and they see and they like, damn, I don't even really play the keys like that. Well, why you buy it? Why you ain't do your discernment and do your research to understand the powers and the capabilities of this thing as far as what you really need to utilize it for? It's for a keyboard workstation. It's for a keyboard player. It's for somebody who play keyboard, and it's for them to have their own connected standalone workstation. It's not for you to have like this, I guess I would say like this setup to where you just sampling. You're not playing actual instruments. And I hate to say it, if you just a sampler, just buy you good with a live. If you just a regular sampler, you good with a live and buying a dope ass interface, RME or SSL. That's the two ones that I can recommend to you. That or a Neumann MT48. Those are the three that I can recommend to you that is class compliant, to the point to where you will have the ins and outs to ultimately you won't have any type of regret or any type of say so about the headroom or how much power you inputting or how much power you putting out. You won't have anything to say about it. The quality level going in, the quality level going out on all three of those. So all three of those have three different price points, but at the same time, you have to use your own discernment about what you need. If you need just a 37 and you do keys just a little bit, that's what the 37 is for. The 37 is like, hey, I play keys, but I really don't play keys like that. So just give me enough sounds to where if I sample, I can feel in my sample. It's the world in between. And then the live is for people who just sample. You know what I'm saying? The MPC X is for people who sample, but if they smart enough and they tech savvy enough, they'll be able to utilize the whole forefront of how it's laid out and utilize it for what it is. It's meant to control your whole studio. It's meant to control not just for what it is. It's meant to control other devices too if you want to add to it. If you want to say, hey, I want to have a day of MIDI in this Moog keyboard, then you can do that. And if you want to say, hey, I found the sound in the Moog keyboard, I don't want a MIDI, I want to have it inside my MPC. Well, then you can sample it, track it in, put it in scalar, and play it out as a chord progression and have that sound inside the MPC X. It's so many different solutions that y'all motherfuckers just don't even be sitting back thinking about shit. Y'all motherfuckers don't even be sitting back thinking about how you can do shit, how you can take shit to the next level. That's y'all motherfucking problem. That's y'all problem. That's the problem. The problem ain't the goddamn device. The problem is the man behind the machine. Because y'all ain't using enough discernment to even think about what you can do and how you can make things capable of doing whatever you want to make them do. You got to look at it like, even if you get a 5-star athlete, that 5-star athlete ain't going to come equipped with all the skills, all the endurance, all the physical training, all the mental training. He ain't going to come with all that. He going to come with 5-star talent. You know what I'm saying? All the NPCs got 5-star talent, whether it's the old NPCs or whether it's the new NPCs. The old NPCs got incredible sound, but what they don't have is better workflow than the new NPCs. The new NPCs, if you know them in and out, you press in one thing on the screen or one button to get to wherever you want to in lightning speed, and you got a full display in that mode of wherever you at, and you can visualize and know where you at and flip back and be comfortable in that and be in a user-friendly mindset to where you can just rip through and make any song or any idea that you want. Whether you want to sample something, make a beat, add to it, be MPC 37, or you just want to sample, whether it be MPC you just got a live, or you want to play all your shit from scratch, and you just want to use maybe sample drums, some better set of drums with the drum pads, and you need the drum pad feel, then you use a MPC Key 61. But the MPC Key 61, guess what? It do it all too. All of them do it all if you know how to make it do it. Even if you got an MPC live and you like, hey, damn, you know what? I wanna dib and dab into the world of actually, you know what I'm saying, making sounds and making tracks, where they give you two free plugins with a couple of sounds to the point to where you can manipulate sounds. And if you learn how to sample sounds in, just like I told you, if you want to do on the MPC X, then you Gucci, you good. I don't know why y'all trying to search for solutions when the solutions are right in front of you. So many people have made videos. So many people have came up with solutions on YouTube. Y'all just ain't searching hard enough. So when y'all come in the comments and y'all mad, it's because y'all beats is probably trash. Y'all want me to be honest with y'all. Y'all beats is probably fucking trash. Y'all ain't making good enough beats to make good enough songs with. But you know how to make good enough beats to make good enough songs with? Actually make songs. And then your tracks will come great enough to where it would cater an artist. You would know what an artist need. You would know the emotion that an artist need. You would know that this artist might not need this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different sounds in the damn song. They might only need one soundtrack throughout the whole goddamn song and one other sound throughout the whole damn song, and it'll be a hit song. Most hit songs are subtle to not really, you know what I'm saying, not really like blow y'all out or nothing. But if y'all listen to hit songs, most hit songs are very subtle. They're very subtle. They only change up and get complex really at the bridge. But most hit songs are really subtle in 1 to 2 sounds, period. They just that good. The chord progression just that good. The idea in the chord progression and the melody of the vocal is just that good. They harnessed in on that, and they paid attention to what matters the most. That's a hit song. So all y'all out there that don't think that, you know what I'm saying, like y'all just need like so much equipment. Like Case in point. Y'all see this y'all see this old magazine? This from 2005. This how long I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? This like January 2005, like fall 2004. And yo, it got pretty much all of the people that y'all look up to, megahertz, high tech, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like we can go the list goes on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's got the Neptunes. You know what I'm saying? It's got the Neptunes, and it's got everybody. It's got Lil Jon in here. It's got Manny Fresh in here. This 2005. You know what I'm saying? And it's got Scott Storch in here, and it's got who is this? Kwame. You know what I mean? I can keep going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it got everybody in here that you probably ever can think of. You know what I'm saying? In this magazine. And when you go through this magazine, it even got Just Blaze in here. You know what I'm saying? It even got Just Blaze in here. So it's like, yo, you think about it, yo, it's so many people in here that if you look at the list of equipment that they use, bro, you'll be like, even back then, it's a lot, but it ain't that much. They had to stick with and do with what they had and make great with what they had. They had to learn their equipment inside and out. They had to learn how to make that equipment they all in all. But these new MPCs are so high tech that you got to figure out a way to make them on the sound level wise and the capability wise, make them your own. You can USB any fucking interface that you want that's class compliant. So you can have any sound that you want. If you want to, you're not restricted to any sound, the sound of it coming out of it, just like you're not restricted to the sound of your computer. You guys gotta think about that. Y'all ain't thinking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't thinking. That's the change right there. That's the mission right there. That's the goal right there. Y'all can hook any interface up y'all want to if y'all ain't satisfied with the converters or the fucking sound. Y'all can connect any interface you want to. But I best believe if y'all bought an MPC 61, y'all wouldn't be mad at all. Y'all wouldn't be mad at all. And if you mad, I don't know what damn genre you doing. I got analog intervention in between, but I got a lot, but I really ain't got that much. I put it like that, say it like that. I got enough. If you got enough and you know what you're doing, you won't need nothing. If you need more than what you putting out, then I don't know what type of genre, I don't know what level of music you're trying to do this on. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is if the goal is to get your equipment to the point to where the flow is there, the sound is there. The sound got to be there. If the sound ain't there, you need to buy some more shit. Not more shit, you need to buy some new shit. I repeat, you don't need to buy no more shit. You need to study what you got and you need to buy some new shit. You need to find something that you can just buy one time. That's all. That's it. You know what I'm saying? None of this wrestling with the sound, trying to buy this, trying to figure out that, trying to buy this equalizer, trying to buy this $2,000 piece of equipment, trying to buy this, trying to buy that. Let's stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's like picking a football team in college. You got a list of 5-star athletes. You know what I'm saying? Find the intricate 5-star athletes that you need up front to make your sound the best that you need to make it. Study what type of sound that you want. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all really gotta settle down and learn the digital side and learn what you need first and learn the digital side and what that actually does, and then go out and buy the hardware, what you need. That way you can piece together the interface and the intervention that you need in between whatever instrument you're using and the interface that you're using when you're going into the computer. You know what I'm saying? And if you got an MPC and you mad at the sound that's coming out of it, guess what? You can buy an interface separately for it and use the outs of what's coming out of the interface that you're connecting to via USB and have a better sound than what's in the MPC. So there are no motherfucking excuses. So all y'all simple ass motherfuckers that still got excuses, y'all need to fucking stop tripping. It's getting to the point to where it's getting ridiculous. You got the solutions. You know what I'm saying? What y'all really need to do is figure out what device you need for doing what you need to do. And once you can do what you need to do, you need to figure out the ins and outs of how to make it sound better via buying a USB interface to connect to it, or figuring out the ins and outs of the actual tweaking the actual sounds inside of the actual device. There's so many things that we overlook via digitally inside of the MPC, via the transient designer and via the stereo shaper, that we overlook, that we can manipulate our sounds before they even hit any analog gear to make them sound even better before they even go into the equipment of the digital, the audio to digital converter to go into our computer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? You can make it better coming off of the actual device before you get to the actual analog gear, before it goes into the computer, to where you have an unfair advantage. It's always about the unfair advantage. And a lot of you guys are not looking into taking advantage of your unfair advantage of what you know, your effect settings going out of the machine, to where it makes it that much better going out of the machine, to where when it does hit the analog, before it goes into the computer, before you track out. And I ain't talking about no single 2-track. I'm talking about singly each instrument tracked out before you go into the computer. So, you know, in 2024, we doing that. We ain't tracking out no 2 tracks. We tracking out individual instruments before we go into the software. Then when we have control in the actual software, whether it's FL Studios, whether it's Ableton, whether it's Logic, whether it's Pro Tools, whether it's Studio One, whether it's Luna, it don't even matter what it is. If it take waves and it takes stems and track outs, you good. Track it out from your device through your analog intervention, and then once you get it in there, you have your waves, and you can take them and you have a minimum level of effects or plugins to put on your actual sounds, because your sounds already sound good coming out of the device, going through the analog gear, going into the computer, and you good. So all y'all out there that looking for fucking solutions, y'all need to just keep paying the fucking attention. If I gotta keep saying this shit to get y'all on one page, then that's what it's just gonna be. But y'all little motherfuckers gotta goddamn pay attention and understand. If you wanna just sample, use the MPC and the MPC-X. Guess what? If you want to expand on those devices, you can buy a MIDI controller, or you can buy an interface to make shit sound bigger, or make shit sound, you know what I'm saying, more grander. You know what I'm saying? You got them 2 options: MIDI controller, interface. If you want keys partially and you still want to sample, buy MPC 37. If you want to play full keys and you want to have 6,000 sounds and you mostly just using sounds and every now and then you sample, then buy MPC 61. You know what I'm saying? So you got options, but if you don't have the device that you need, trade up. That's when you need to make a trade. It's like having 5-star athletes. If this star ain't doing it for you, go to Reverb, sell it, find a new home for it, take the cash, put a little cash with it, make the trade, buy a new player. It's the same thing. Buy the player that you need. Stop buying shit because somebody else told you to. Buy the player that you need. Buy the keyboard that you need. Buy the device that you need from the front end that's going to lead the whole pack. Stop wasting your time with buying bullshit ass goddamn gear because somebody else said it. And most of it ain't no gear bullshit. It's bullshit because you don't know what to do with it. You don't know what to do with it. Stop doing that. Buy the shit because you got discernment, because it fits in your program. It's going to do whatever you need to do it. Just like my man, shout out to Mood Swing Music. He said it best. Stop buying shit because, you know what I'm saying, somebody else said it sound good. If it don't fit into your genre, if it's made for electronic music, why would you buy it? Why would you buy a synth and it's made for electronic music? Why would you buy this device if mostly this is made for boom bap? Why would you buy this if this only does this? You know what I'm saying? Why would you buy if it doesn't cater to your system? You got to know the system that you're trying to run. If you're trying to run a certain type of genre and you're trying to run a certain type of system, then you got to buy the device for your system. Stop buying shit because people just said they bought the shit and you just follow them. Buy the shit because you need it in your arsenal. Don't just buy just because it's a 5-star either. Buy because you need it in your arsenal. Period. Stop the bullshit. So, y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm out. Peace.